There are so many different characteristics that leaders need, but if I was going to pick out one, it would be persistence. I think that more often than not, persistence wins over raw ability. Things that are difficult to do require you to keep going, and leaders are focused on things that are difficult to do, otherwise you don't need the leader. I'm a cup is half full person. I look forward, not back. And I get inspired when I see the opportunity to change something for the good, whether that's in my business, in the country, with my children. I'm always looking forward for that opportunity. I'm pretty self-critical, so I try hard to challenge myself to get better all the time. I've got a coach, and I've got a 9-year-old daughter, both of whom are pretty clear when I'm not doing well enough. And I think the day you stop challenging yourself to get better is the day you should stop doing what you do. So I try very hard to keep learning. I didn't have a background in business at all, and I went out of university into management consulting because I didn't really know what business I'd want to work for. And there's a moment when I was working for B&Q, actually, when B&Q were opening a new store format that I'd worked on as a consultant for 6 months. And on opening day, the B&Q management had entirely forgotten that the consulting team had worked with them at all. And that's right, that's the definition of a successful consulting project. And I can remember sitting in the audience thinking, this is my baby. And I want to be out there knowing how well it does tomorrow and the next day. I want my head on the chopping block on whether or not this idea succeeds or fails. That's the moment I decided I wanted to run a business rather than be an advisor in the background. In graduates, I'm assuming that all graduates I see are super smart. So the characteristic that I would look for is their ability to work with people. Business is a team sport, and no matter your technical discipline, the ability to work collaboratively with other disciplines and other teams is critical to success. So that's what I want every graduate to have. The advice I'd give myself, again, if I was leaving university, is to be more comfortable as me. I spent at least 20 years pretending to be someone I wasn't, mainly a man. And actually, once I became more at peace with being me, I was a much more effective me. And I wish I'd been able to understand that when I was 21. I think my business TalkTalk has a huge role to play in raising the profile of digital skills. Part of that is knowing what you are and what you're going to need. So we work, and we're working more and more with the universities closest to where we're based, which for us is the universities in Manchester. So getting deep into the departments with the technical skills that we're interested in, running outplacement programs, I want my senior people going on secondment to the university and students coming for work placement and sandwich courses and everything in between. And at every level, schools need more physics teachers, and I'd like to see more businesses sponsoring physics teachers in schools. So I think it's incumbent on big businesses and small businesses to lean in to the educational skills that we need. I think degree apprenticeships will change education in 2 ways. I think the first thing is that clearly it will open up some new avenues, a broader way of people getting a tertiary education, which I think is a brilliant thing. I think it will also make students more demanding as customers of universities, and that might not be a wholly comfortable thing for universities, but I think, that will be a good thing because it will create that tension, and with tension usually comes better performance on both sides.